Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Raw Chargers channel, and today we're taking a look at the NECA Ben Cooper Frankenstein Monster glow-in-the-dark action figure. If you guys remember last year, I reviewed a bunch of the costume kids, as I called them, from NECA, and this is a really cool sort of concept that they did alongside the Ben Cooper brand, of course, with them being these trick-or-treaters with these really cool retro-styled outfits and costumes. But this time around, I had picked these up last year, and these are glow-in-the-dark versions of those kids. I really love that retro-styled packaging right here. Of course, you get the figurine shown right there in the window, and then you get these really cool, like, pop art sort of like characters on the side. The packaging style is a little bit different from the other one. So the regular sort of packaging is like this lighter blue, but this time around it is in this solid black. And then you also get this text down here stating it does glow in the dark. On this side of the box, you get the Monster Ben Cooper sort of like text right here, and two other like pop art sort of like looks for these monsters. It's the exact same thing on the other side, except with two different monster graphics. On the bottom of the box, I always think this is really cool, but NECA always credits the people behind the figurine, so you can see who is in charge of, sculpting, painting it, and the photography. And then in the back, you do get a wider sort of like checklist of the other figurines, the monster figures and Ben Cooper logo up here, and then this text saying collect them all. And last but not least, we also have, again, the top of the box, and this time it shows the name of the figurine, which is Frankenstein. And here she is out of the packaging. And the reason I say she is because I brought her out of the box, and check that out. I don't think we've ever gotten one of the Halloween kids so far with a longer ponytail. So I love the whole costume. The outfit looks great, things like that. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and review from top to bottom. Checking out the sort of like head sculpt slash mask. It is so cool. I also get a kick out of how you can see the kid's eyes right there. It's a neat little detail, and of course, we have to talk about the main feature, which is this Frankenstein mask. I love it. This yellow coloring that goes throughout it. You get some orange, that black for the hair and eyebrows, and then it even has like the little knobs or little plugs that he has on his neck down there. So that is super cool. Another thing that we did see before with these Halloween kids, the mask is not removable in any type of way, and the sort of like, I guess, string that supports it is molded, to the figure, so there is no way of actually removing it. And then, of course, like we mentioned before, she has this beautiful blonde hair with the ponytail running in the back. Next up, checking out her torso. I love this graphic so much. It is, calling to like the, classic Halloween sort of vibe right here. And I love seeing this old-fashioned sort of like t-shirt graphic going on. Has some like checkerboard sort of like detail throughout his like torso, as it's shown right there. It's like this navy that runs in the back of the costume, and then like you saw right there, I always say this whenever I review the costume sort of like kids or whatever, you can remove the costume itself. It comes with like a Velcro backing, but again, why are you going to mix match certain outfits if the mask doesn't come off? So I don't really see what's the point in that, unless I guess there's something special with another costume that might go better with it, but I just leave it the way it is, honestly. And now checking out the arms. Her arms do go out right there. I believe they are able to go all the way around, so yeah, it's pretty good. She does have these double elbows, which go up very nicely. There is a swivel near the shoulder, as well as articulation at the wrist at the hand. Checking out the other arm. Arm goes out very nicely, as you saw right there. Again, it does go all the way around. The elbow joint goes up very nicely, and then she does have movement at the wrist and at the hand. And I apologize for this, but I am way ahead of myself. I forgot to mention about like the sort of articulation in the torso. So doesn't look like there is a ball joint in any way, but she is able to go, back and forward with her like hip area. So you do get some decent movement. And now checking out the legs, she goes into a almost a full-on split. She does go into a sitting position, and her legs go back right there. And there is a small swivel right here in her thigh area. Looking at the knees, she does go into a kneeling position. And then lastly, checking out her shoes right here. She does have these beige and red shoes. They look very nice for what they are. The feet do point down. They point up, as you can see. And there is some rock ankles to get some good action poses. And now checking out the accessory that she comes with. It's a trick-or-treat bag. Again, they do a fantastic job with the accessories for these kids, and I love the style on the bag this time around. You can see that it is a different graphic than what we've seen prior, so I love how it says in bold text, trick or treat. You get these like hand-drawn like doodles, and the bag itself feels a little bit different. Not sure what the material is. Obviously it is stronger than like the cardboard one and things like that, but I don't know, feels a little bit plasticky, but not really. And as you can see, the bag goes very nicely inside the palm of her hand, so it's very firm, doesn't feel like it's gonna be flimsy, things like that. So I like how the accessory works out great. And before I do the overview, I did want to show you guys, of course, the main function of this figure. I'll turn off the lights real quick. Is if you shine, a bright flashlight on her or things like that, you can see very well that the mask and some of the clothing, let me just shine it real quick, try and get it a little bit brighter for you guys. I am recording this like almost at sundown, so the sun is kind of up, but you can see it right there. Check that out. You can see the mask glowing bright green as well as the shirt. Those are really cool, add-ons to this figure. And also real quick, I again forgot to mention that the inside little like cardboard insert that is within the figure and the box makes like this small little like costume shop background. So that is so cool. I love how it has like this little carpet piece. You get like the little shop in the background. Really brings the figure together. But as an overview of the figure, I love it. This is such a great way, to get into the Halloween spirit, especially if you're, wanting to get into a more old school style collection, kind of like this whole setup that I have. You want to try and make a diorama of like a street or things like that for Halloween. These Halloween kits are perfect for that. And I'm glad that I saved these guys for, this time of the year. I know that they are from last year, but I love how the glow in the dark works out so well. And you can even make out it's still glowing. And this is, been going on for almost 10 or so minutes. That is insane. So yeah, if you guys, enjoyed this video, things like that, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me for more because October is going to be jam-packed with more monster kids. And I just noticed this. Looks like someone bought this property. Not sure who, but that is really creepy. I just noticed this little sold sign right now. But other than that, that's probably not important. So I'll catch you all on the next one.